Good morning, friends. In the previous class, we studied about solid state. In solid state, we come across some of the concepts regarding characteristics of solids and different types of solids. We know very well about there are two types of solids. One is crystalline solids, or one is amorphous solids, and also we studied about difference between crystalline solids and amorphous solids. And also here we have studied about different types of crystalline solids. One is molecular solids, and in molecular solids we have three types. One is non-polar molecular solids, and molecular polar molecular solids, and also hydrogen bonded molecular solids. And also here the second category is ionic solids, and next one is metallic solids and covalent solids. Then in part 2 here we have studied about crystal, that is crystal lattice. Is also called as space lattice. A crystal lattice is a three-dimensional arrangement of points in a space. The smallest repeating part which is present in crystal lattice is called as unit cell, and unit cells are two types. One is primitive unit cell, or one is centered unit cell. Then what are the characteristics of that is crystal lattice? In a crystal lattice, here each point represents lattice point or lattice site, and each lattice point represents one constant particle. It may be atom or molecule or ion. Then these lattice points are joined by a straight line to generate the definite geometry of the crystal. Then unit cell characterized by 6 parameters, that is axial lengths ABC, and also here the axial angles are alpha, beta and gamma. Then centered unit cells are three types. One is a body-centered unit cell, or one is a face-centered unit cell, and one more is called as end-centered unit cells. This is a class about this is previous class here. Then we know very well about body-centered cube and face-centered cube and end-centered cube. Now today's class here we are discussing about number of atoms which are present in a different types of unit cells. Then how do you calculate number of atoms in a different unit cells? Here see one by one, here we are calculating number of atoms per unit cell. For example, here you are taken the simple first one, you are taken primitive unit cell. A primitive unit cell is one. A primitive unit cell is one here which contains only particles at the corners. This is a primitive unit cell. A primitive unit cell contains particles only at the corners. Like this, you draw the primitive unit cell here. This is like this, and this is a primitive unit cell, and it contains 8 corners. The 8 corners represents 8 particles. It is here. This is corner particle. This is a corner particle here, and corner particles. This is corner particles. A simple cube has 8 corners and 6 faces. It contains 8 corners and 6 faces. Then how many lattice points are there here? 8 corners means these 8 corners, 1, 2, 3, 4, here 5, 6, 7, 8. These 8 corners are called 8 lattice points. And each corner particle of a simple cube here shared by 8 unit cells. This corner particle shared by 8 unit cells. And what is the share of each particle here? The share of each particle at the corner is 1/8 part. 1/8 part it is. For example, here consider this is a particle here, atom or particle. When this is shared by 8 unit cells, like this. Here 8 unit cells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And what is the share of each particle here? This share is called as 1/8 particle. 1/8 particle. Then how many corners are there? There are 8 corners are present here. That's why here the number of particles in a simple cube, or number of particles in a cube, simple cube. The simple cube contains how many corners are there here? There are 8 corners. 8 into what is the share of each particle at the corner here? 1/8 particle. 8 by 1/8 equal to how many particles? This is one particle. That's why a simple cube contains only one particle. A primitive unit cell or simple cube consists only one particle. This is one particle present in a simple cube. This is. Then what about here? The second one. This is about number of particles in a simple cube. Then coming to second one here. This is called as number of particles in a body-centered cube. In the number of particles in body-centered cube here, this is a BCC, body-centered cube. Body-centered lattice or body-centered cube. A body-centered cube contains 9 lattice points here. This is this one, like this. You join the lines like this, you will get a simple cube. Then how many particles are there here? This is body-centered cube. The body-centered cube contains this is 8 corners. Along with 8 corners, 8 particles here, it also contains one of the particle in the body center. These are the 8 corner particles. This is a corner particle. This is a corner particles. Corner particle. Okay. There are 8 corners here. The 8 corners contains 8 particles, and each corner has 1/8 particle here. That's why one particle present at the corner. Then this body center also belongs one particle. This is the body contains one particle. Then the number of particles in body center is here. Number of particles in the corner. Corner is how many corners? Number of particles in corner, that is equal to here. There are 8 corners. 8 into 1/8, that is equal to 1. Only one particle present at the corner. Then body center of the cube. Body center contains one particle. Here body center contains one particle. Here total number of particles. This is body center particle. This is body center particle, and this body center particle belongs to this unit cell here. That's why the total number of particles in our BCC is 2 particles. Here there are 2 particles which are present in body centered cube. This is. Then similarly here we are calculating number of particles in FCC. Then what about number of particles in FCC here? This is face centered cube. This is face centered cube. Face centered cube. Number of particles at the corner. Number of particles at the corner equal to here 8 into 1/8, that equal to 1 particle. Here for example you are drawing a diagram of this is unit cell, face centered unit cell. This is here, this one. There are 8 corners. 8 corners have 8 particles. This is the particles here. This is. There are 8 corners here, and also a cube has 6 faces, and this is called as face centered cube. Face centered cube. Each face contains one particle. This is a particle at the face. This is a particle at the face here. Here this is written by using one more, that is different colors. Here this is face centered particle. This is face centered particle, and this is one more face. Here it is, and also this is face centered particle. There are here is 6 faces. Here 4 faces already it is over here, and this is the front face. This is front face. This is back face. Then how many particles are present at the face? There are 6 particles at the face and 8 particles at the corner. And each corner particle what the share of each corner particle? Each corner particle share is 1 by 8 particle. Then what the share of face centered particle? And this face centered particle shared by 2 unit cells. If this particle shared by 2 unit cells here, what the share of each particle? The share of each each face centered particle is half. The half of the particle belongs to this unit cell and the remaining half belongs to the neighboring unit cell. That's why here the share of each particle of the face is only half. Then the number of particles at the corner equal to here 8 into 1 by 8 equal to 1 particle in this one here. Then number of particles at the face equal to, how many faces are there? There are 6 faces. Then what is the share of each particle at the face? Half of the particle, that is the share, that equal to 6 into half equal to 3 particles. Then how many particles? Total number of particles? 3 plus 1 equal to 4 particles. Total number of particles present in FCC is equal to 4 particles. This is here. This is a face centered cube. Here this is called body centered cube, and body centered cube contains 2 particles and face centered cube contains 4 particles. And these calculations are most important here while deriving formula of the crystal and also it is formula of the compounds. Then by using these calculations here, and we are also calculating a formula of a compounds. Then how do you calculate formula of a compound? To calculate formula of a compound, here we have some problems based on formula of a compound. Here we have taken some problems based on number of particles, that is Dinesh, pause ಮಾಡು.